Okay, so it was a rough Sunday morning for me last weekend. I was fighting off the scaries and then I checked my pockets and eep, I was a vape thief. Now, I know I didn't buy this vape. I didn't even buy a packet of darts, and as I taste the mango banana against my lips, I realize this is someone else's. So, as my anxiety takes hold, I need to justify this crime. Surely, there's some heroes out there that I look up to that are also S-tier vape pinchers, right? Well, that's what we're looking at today. Which MCU suits are the types to tax your vape after a big night out? Let's count down our top 7. And to be clear, for confusion's sake, I'm only going to be counting heroes that have been on the Avengers roster over the 4 Avengers films or fought alongside them, so honorary members are included too. Another caveat, this will be who will steal the vape. In this hypothetical, they're all sucking down on some flavored air on a big night out.
Can I have some of your vape, please?
With maybe the exception of Steve Rogers. First on my list, young Peter Parker. Now, this might confuse some of you right off the gate, yeah, sure, but let me cook as to why this young dude will pinch your vape. Evidence number uno. Dude literally has sticky fingers. A thief, if I ever saw one. Also, he's socially anxious as hell. I'm sure he would accidentally do it, and then once he realized, those 10 minutes may as well be a lifetime to him, and he's a career criminal in the eyes of that social circle. There is no way this socially awkward pipsqueak is admitting to taxing the vape after I've ripped apart every couch at the function looking for it. I will have a rabid look in my eyes like a mad dog. He is also a Gen Z, and vapes are just sort of the cigarettes of the youth. Okay, we need a heavy hitter. So next up on my Vapevengers is the Hulk. Specifically talking about the Hulk, not Bruce Banner. I feel like you would use it to calm down a bit, and once you got a taste for a banana, pomegranate, cherry, ice I get bar, well, good luck trying to get that back from him. You could take any era MCU Hulk and it would have the exact same result. Aggro Avengers 1 Hulk, well, you'll end up just like Loki if you even ask for a puff back. Thor Ragnarok Hulk, well, that Hulk has the mind of a 3-year-old, and good luck getting your vape back from a 3-year-old. They absolutely love vaping. Now to dip my pick outside of the main cast of Avengers and look to their buddies, the Guardians of the Galaxy. First nominee for vape taxa is Drax. We all know bro knows how to party, arguably being one of the most wasted in the bar scenes of Guardians 1. And surely we've all been at that point in the night where the rum and coke start to sound an awful lot like steal your friend's vape. Also, the man is literal. He would ask for a puff and you would flippantly say, yeah, sure man, have the vape. Now, you didn't mean have it forever, but that's how he will understand your words. By dictionary definition, that is what you are saying. Yes, socially, someone would understand it's temporary or maybe even check if that's what you thought that meant, but not our guy Drax. My guy heard have and now he has. Also, the Drax we get from the movies would for sure see this as a challenge if he didn't enjoy it. And who doesn't cough a little bit on their first hit? Setting the scene, Drax would take a big first hit and then throw it away. You would get it back and put it down on the table, and then slowly Drax reaches over and swipes it, muttering, "I will discover your secrets, little Miss Machine." Then he takes another massive hit, way more than anyone should and way bigger than before, and he starts coughing loudly, the vapor coming out in a massive cloud. He looks both offended and confused, turning to the others and saying, "This device is defective, it fills your mouth with lies." But Drax being Drax gets weirdly attached to the vape now. He carries it around like it was a trophy, occasionally taking a disgusted puff just to defeat it again, although he hates it every time. "This is a warrior's burden," he would say dramatically, exhaling a sad little puff of blueberry-scented smoke every time. Now for another Guardian, Rocket Raccoon, a known kleptomaniac. He steals bionic legs, bionic eyes. He wants Bucky's bionic arm, and there is nothing stopping him from stealing your bionic cigarette. And yeah, this guy is probably the only one on this list who would want to steal it for the sake of stealing it. Not a character default like Drax or an anxious mistake like Spidey. Rocket would aim to steal for the love of the sport. I'm imagining the same bar scene on Nowhere, to be honest. Rocket's eyeing someone from across the bar, puffing on a sleek, high-tech vape with neon lights. His inner monologue starts rolling. That thing's got to be worth a few units. Maybe it has some tech I can repurpose. Thus begins a needlessly complex Mission Impossible level heist for something incredibly low stakes. He'd probably rope Groot into it, setting up distractions with, "Groot, you go knock over that table, I'll spill some drinks, I'll grab the goods." And then he grabs the vape, Rocket's first inhale, followed by a "what the fuck was in that thing?" It was Mango Cherry Blast, and now it's a lifelong addiction. Next up on the roster is Vision. For Vision, there's only really one reason he would want to vape, and that's to understand humanity. He doesn't need to eat, but he's seen cooking for Wanda in Captain America Civil War, and he would definitely not need to vape, but he will want to study the human condition. And what says human condition more than it's 3 a.m. and I'm searching for my vape because a robot stole it? That's survival, grief, anger, pain. Fairly sure all of the human emotions are in there. Let's say one day he spots someone setting their vape down for just a moment, and he quietly picks it up to examine it. Perhaps this will assist in comprehending the human need for ritual, he reasons, taking a deep puff. Cut to Vision standing on the sidewalk in a cloud of mango-flavored smoke, looking deeply introspective, completely ignoring the person frantically looking around for their missing vape. Vision's conclusion? It appears I must confiscate this from you to fully grasp the intricacies of human attachment. Or maybe, alternatively, in his own innocent way, he's just trying to fit in with Wanda's friends. Imagine him showing up to a party like, is this how humans socialize? Okay, if anyone is a perfect fit for stealing tech, it's War Machine. Rhodey's whole origin story is him stealing the Iron Man suit from Tony, and that's exactly how I think this would go down. Remembering Iron Man 2 came out in 2010, for Tony to have a vape at that party scene, that would have been the absolute peak of human technology at the time, almost more important than the Iron Man armor itself. The US government would probably want that sweet, sweet vapor inhaler more than anything else. Imagine, flashback to Tony's little birthday party scene. Tony screams into the mic, "Ladies and gentlemen, the Stark Vape 1.0, the future is here. Mango, peach, fusion, because even geniuses deserve a little relaxation." The crowd laughs and cheers, but in the corner, Rhodey, standing there with his arms crossed, looking completely done with this situation. Tony stumbles off the DJ booth, still waving the vape around. He approaches a group of guests. "Try it, it's perfect. I perfected the airflow, Stark airflow, revolutionary." Enter War Machine. A fight ensues, it's brutal. Brother against brother fighting for control of the vape, and they're prying it from each other's hands. Stark is being quippy, and then boom, Rhodey gains control of the fight. Cut to the next day, and Rhodey is now presenting the US military with its brand new favorite Stark tech. The last of my team of nicotine pinchers is the Winter Soldier himself. This dirty cigarette of a man just screams nicotine addiction. And to be honest, he is a man out of time, just like Steve Rogers. He would be looking to update himself into a modern era as well, and those World War II pre-rolled cigarettes just aren't up to the modern standard. And Bucky is also the type to need to chill out. I mean, if anything could shock him out of a brainwashing, it's probably a suck from a strawberry flavored vape. And he would probably even like the little burnt bit at the end of the vape, the little freak. As for stealing it, I mean, he stole this guy's bike. He is a spy. Espionage and taking what he needs to complete the mission is part of his whole shtick. And his mission? To get a little bit head spinny and start doing some cloud tricks. In today's video, I think we've created a team that could rival even the main Avengers lineup, our Vapevengers. We got Spidey, Hulk, Drax, Rocket, Vision, War Machine, and lastly, the Winter Soldier. If Thanos had a vape on him, I'm sure the whole Infinity Saga would be over in just one movie.